Hi, this is Reverend Dale Brown, and welcome to the Community Church at Ocean Pines morning, afternoon devotional. I have discovered a writer who I greatly admire and respect. He's a good combination between being very academic and also being very down to earth. His name is Michael Beck, and he is a part of the Fresh Expressions of the United Methodist Church movement. I've been using his devotional book for this year to enhance my own faith, and I want to today talk to you about one of the devotions I just recently read, and the credit should go to him, not to me. In Mark 5 is the story of a madman, a demoniac possessed person of whom everyone was afraid. And it was amazing to the townspeople when they came to encounter Jesus, and there was this demon-possessed madman whom they had been afraid of for years, sitting there with Jesus, clothed and in his right mind. He wanted to join the disciples, and he wanted to be one of those who followed Jesus as he traveled from place to place to place. I mean, everyone knew his story. Jesus had cast out the demons. The demons asked to be sent into a herd of pigs, and the pigs ran over the mountainside and were lost. Jesus said no. Jesus had called tax collectors and people of different and varied backgrounds before. Some of his disciples were called the sons of thunder because they were loud and boisterous. But to the demoniac possessed man who had been set free of the demons that had held him for all these years, Jesus said, "Go home and tell the people you meet about the change that's happened in you." In fact, he didn't really even have to say a word. He just basically needed to stand there, and everybody would look at him and see the change. I think sometimes witnessing to your family, living the Christian faith in front of your family can be very challenging. You want them to understand why you believe so strongly in the faith that you have, but sometimes they just know too much about you. They remember the stories of growing up with you, or with the things that you did bad as a kid, or maybe they even remember the hurt that the two of you have experienced in your relationship. I think to all of us, Jesus says, go home. Be a witness. And from that, go out into the entire world and bear witness to me as well. For many of us, it's not an either or. It's got to be a both and, right? We got to live the faith at home, but we also have to live it out in the world as well. This demoniac that Jesus had healed seemed to be a lost cause. Do you know anyone in your life who's a lost cause? Maybe it's you or me. Maybe it's a mom or a dad or a brother or a sister or a cousin or a friend you went to high school with. The great thing to me is that because of the grace and love and healing power of Jesus, there's no such thing as a lost cause. Everybody matters. Everybody counts to Jesus. And remember, Paul wrote, with God, anything is possible. So today, live life knowing that to Jesus there are no lost causes, no people beyond the love of Christ. But also know that's good news for us, because if no one is beyond the love of Christ, that means we aren't either. Amen.